Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a review for the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. I am going to do an all-day wear test and check in throughout the day, and I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts at the end of the video. So let's see how it wears. Okay, so this is more of not a first impressions because I've been trying it out for the past week on and off or so just to play around with it. That way I had a little bit of time to try it out and not just do a first impressions. So first off, this is what the bottle looks like. It's glass. It's actually a very sturdy bottle. I like how simple it is. It's not anything too complicated. I do wear the shade 9W. Before I apply it, I just want to give you guys a little bit of info on it. So I do always apply sunscreen before my makeup. I've been doing this for probably over a year now. It's rare if I use primer. I really just do the sunscreen first, and I feel like it really helps my makeup stick on a lot easier. I'm gonna put some on my hand so you guys can kind of see. I don't know if the camera is going to be able to show you guys, but I usually just put it on in sections. I just saw that it came out and I really like Mario, and I've been wanting to try more of his stuff. I've only tried maybe like 2 or 3 items from his stuff, and I thought this was perfect. I was actually in New York about a week ago and ended up picking it up, and luckily it was literally the only shade left for my size. Like, I'm so bad at picking my shade, you guys. I always have to get somebody to help me, but you guys know that Sephora is really hard to shade match because they'll like shade match you and then you leave and it's a completely wrong tone. But yeah, if you see the bottle, I don't think it's gonna pick up on the camera at all, but I can even see it right now with the light hitting it. You can see like the tiniest specks of glitter all over. So that's what I was surprised with when I apply it. I thought that I was gonna have more of like a glittery look, which I didn't want. So when I tried it on and I saw that it didn't, like, that's a really good sign for me. Okay, so this is with one layer of the foundation on. It really makes my skin look very glowy. I haven't applied concealer or anything like that. I just wanted you guys to see how it looks on. By the way, I never do my brows before foundation. I've always been a foundation and then brows kind of girl. But for the sake of the video, since I just woke up, I didn't want to, like, you know, have like the weird brows. So yeah, first shade, or sorry, the first what is it called, the first layer, I guess. I really lately have been into like foundations like this that are full coverage-y but still give you like a natural glow and you don't look too caked up, and I feel like this is perfect for it because I've just started looking for another foundation. I've been wanting something new. I usually use this one. I've used this one for years and it's been one of my favorites because it's drugstore, but I just feel like lately it hasn't been working out for me as well. So I've been looking for a new foundation. So when this one came out, I was like, cool, let's try it. So again, this is what it looks like. I know it might be a little hard also. I am going to show you guys throughout the day in direct sunlight so you guys can see what it looks like. But here in person, it's very smooth. Like, it's very smooth, easy to blend, and again, you don't see like all the sparkles of glitter that you think you're gonna look at when you look at the bottle. So I'm gonna do the rest of my face, and then I'm actually dropping my parents off at the airport today, so I'll do an outdoor shot so you guys can see what it looks like there, and then I'll do another check-in later at night and give you guys my full thoughts. Okay, so this is a close-up with my indoor lighting, which is just like white lights that I have in my vanity. And as you can see, everything just really looks completely smooth. Okay guys, so foundation is done. I set everything, blush. I was going for like a very light makeup look today because I want the focus to be on the foundation. It looks really good so far, but let's see how it wears throughout the day. Okay, so I just dropped off my parents at the airport, and it's been cloudy and raining, and in Hartford where I'm dropping them off, it's actually snowing right now. It kind of stopped for a bit, but I wanted to show you guys in natural lighting what it looks like. It's very, very smooth. I did set it, of course. I always set my foundation. I have to. And again, went for natural vibes today. But even like just pressing it, nothing really comes off. And I always hate wearing foundations where even though they're set, like sometimes you still feel like they move around. This feels very breathable and I can't feel it on. You guys know if you wear foundation that sometimes when you wear it, you can feel it. This one I don't feel, which is good. And that's because I set it. Okay, so I came to TJ Maxx and I've had the foundation on for like 8 hours already. And it's so smooth. I don't look oily at all. And I wanted to film in here because of the lighting. It's like very bright lighting in here, and I wanted you guys to see what it looks like. I'm gonna use the back camera real quick. Okay, so this is with the light right above, and my face looks still pretty matte. You can see my pores a little bit on like where my under eye is, but it's not anything too severe. Okay, we've completed the entire wear day test. Just to kind of see our full and final thoughts, I have worn the foundation almost every day for the past week. So I have used it quite a bit. It's not a first impressions, like I said. Okay, first things first, I do need to tell you guys that my skin is very normal, like not overly dry, not oily. I feel like it's right in the middle, like it's very normal. So because of that, I feel like I can wear a lot of foundations and a lot of them work really well for me. So when I saw this online, I was seeing a lot of people that have oily skin have a really hard time with it. So that's why I was kind of like, okay, well, maybe it might not work for a lot of skin types, but it did for me. My biggest annoyance with it is the price level. I mean, I get it. It's at Sephora. We all know that Sephora usually has the more expensive high-end prices. And it is Makeup by Mario. I know that like I've used a couple of his other stuff. One of my favorite is like the volumizing lip gloss. That one is one of my favorite. I think it's like in the $20 area, which I feel is worth it because it really does work for me. This one retails, I believe, for $42. If not, I'll put the price below. But to me, it is very pricey just because I feel like there's so many drugstore items that we can now get and we don't have to pay this price point. However, I will say that I've been using drugstore recently for the past couple of months, the one that I showed you guys earlier, and it just has not been working for my skin. So I really wanted to try this to see what the difference would be if there was any. Like I wanted to know if it was my skin just being weird or if it was the foundation kind of messing it up, because I haven't changed like my setting powder or anything like that. So yeah, you guys, this has worked very, very well for me. Throughout the day, I've kind of been checking in. I've been in natural lighting, I've been in fluorescent lighting, I've been in white light because I went to a couple of different places and I was checking my face in all of them with mirrors, and honestly, my skin looks really, really good. Again, granted, I did set it. I know some people don't ever set their foundation, but I personally have to just because I do tend to touch my face a lot, so I feel like if I don't set it, it's gonna rub everywhere. But one thing that's really good about it for me is the blend. I feel like a lot of times foundations that I've tried that are high-end, I just have a hard time blending them in no matter what I use, a blender or a brush. This one was blending in flawlessly. I used both this week and both worked fairly easy, no like streaks at all. Personally, I just like that it's so lightweight but to me, it does give me a good amount of coverage where I don't have to add like a second layer. Sometimes I use some foundations where I put a layer and I'm like, I can still see my face looking weird, so I add more. With this one, you just have to use a little bit, and a little goes a long way, which is good because obviously for the price point, you don't want to go crazy and use a bunch on your face because it's going to go away quickly. I know I mentioned to you guys that it has like these tiny little sparkles in it. I'm not sure, I really don't think the camera is going to pick it up, but I really feel like whatever that is what really is helping this foundation look so good and flawless on. Again, when if you guys follow me on Instagram, I do post a lot of like daily updates on certain things, and I wore this foundation actually the day of New Year's, and my friend kept telling me like, your makeup looks so good, like it looks so good. So I kept getting compliments, and like it really is flawless, you guys. I've been struggling a lot with like just small breakouts and just like minor imperfections recently, and I feel like this has kind of made it like cover up, but to the point where it doesn't look cakey and gross, because I have that effect whenever I use foundation over when I have like small blemishes. It just does not look good. And with this, like it looks very natural. Like it's just not like awkwardly, oh my god, like a huge blemish and it's being covered, you know? Like if you wear makeup, you know what I mean. But yeah, for me, this is a definite yes. I wish it was a little bit cheaper. But will I repurchase it? Would I recommend it? For sure, I definitely would. Just keep in mind that the price is a little hefty. But again, it's worth it for me, and I've tried it all week. So I'm going to continue using this. I love this stuff so much. And just one last look of my face. Again, I've been wearing it all day. And I feel like right now I might already be sweating because I have this like ring light right in my face. And I've been like with a sweater moving around, so I feel like I might kind of be sweaty right now, but I promise like it has looked so good all day, where every time I'm looking at it, I even took a selfie earlier, which is in the thumbnail, and you will see that like my face looks so smooth in that thumbnail. I did not edit it, I didn't do anything, I just took the selfie in natural lighting, and my skin looked so good. So I get the Surreal Skin name. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.